lineup for the visiting Plymouth Pilgrims. At forward, number 10, Jason Renz. Number 24 at guard, Chad Clinton. At guard, number 30, Randy Davis. Number 34 at forward, Rick Davis. And at center, number 44, Corey Booker. And please welcome the head coach of the Pilgrims, Mr. Jack Edison.
That pretty much states it right there, but I'll tell you what that also tells me is that Justin Groves really likes what he's got on the court.
Oh, these sophomores or something. I've watched them.
They're just trying to fix the electrical problem that they're having right now with the scoreboard. Like I said, Larry, I'm going to have to rely on you here in a little bit.
Still time. These young men need to learn to do.
All right, it'll be Troy McIntyre to go up against Ricky Davis here. The matchups, Harrison will be guarded by Randy Davis. Jason Renz will grab Bruce Grimm. Lane Davis will be guarded by Clinton. And Troy McIntyre will be guarded by Ricky Davis here, as those two will be tipping off here in just a few moments. They're trying to get the score clock fixed here. They got it on, and now it's just a matter of getting it to work. Triton in their home whites. And we're ready. McIntyre and Davis for the tip at midcourt. It is up, and it's going to be controlled by Plymouth. Davis got bumped as he grabbed it. Plymouth going left to right on your radio dial. Randy Davis, the sophomore, trying to find a post up, nothing happening. Booker top of the key, up a flare. This is Clinton on the right angle. Down low in the post, Renz, and a foul away from the basketball on Plymouth.
I see they're going to call that a foul, or yes, they are going to call that a foul on Randy Davis. A new rule this year, Tony, is when you're going down low and running around that screen down there, you cannot go out of bounds or it's a turnover. It used to be a technical, but nobody ever called it, and they called that in the JV game. If you run around that screen and you go out of bounds, as Mr. Sheets did a lot last year, that's a turnover.
Ricky Davis called for the foul. Triton with the basketball. On the right angle out high, it's the young freshman Bruce Grimm. Now handed off, it's going to be controlled by Harrison. To the far corner, taken by Len Davis. Down underneath on the cutter, Upstrong Everett, he's called for the charge. So Jake Everett, the 6'5" sophomore, gets called for the lead-in and the offensive foul. So each team with a foul apiece and no points yet.
Well, that's the great thing about Chad Clinton, is he knows what he did the last game, and he comes right out and does something positive instead of worrying about what he did the last game. He sets up, takes the charge, and Plymouth has the ball.
Ryan Clinton, make that Chad Clinton across the timeline. This is always going to be like that, folks, will deal with it. Chad underneath the Booker, low post. He lost his shot. Now he goes up off balance. Bank shot, no. Rebound taken by McIntyre, and here we go the other way. Up the court quickly is the young freshman Grimm. He gets it to the top of the key. Handled by McIntyre, now to the near side. Davis, bounce pass inside. Up strong goes Everett for two. So Triton gets up on the board. Jake Everett with a nice cut through the lane, and he was spotted 2-0 Triton. Randy Davis quickly up court. He's hand checked by Grimm. That stops the clock at 6:53 with that Triton foul.
Triton second, Grimm's first. Again, only a freshman. I think Grimm just needs a little time to mature. I'm not sure he's ready for this level, but he's going to get tested guarding Randy Davis.
Inbound Plymouth, left of the basket. Jason Renz will do the honors, and he's going to find his cutter underneath. Booker up strong against a double team. Can't get it to go. Got his own board. Up strong. Scores.
Booker.
We're tied at 2. Corey Booker, a great performance against Bremen last week. And he comes up with a big bucket here. On the left wing side, it's handled by Triton, controlled by Harrison, the young sophomore. Brings it to the top, played down by McIntyre, tries to dump it underneath to Everett. Beautiful high-low move, and it's a bucket for Jake Everett, 4-2, Triton. There's that 1-4 that we were talking about, and they just worked that high-low perfect. Davis couldn't get posted up. Booker with the basketball. Corey now to Randy in the right corner. He dribbles down about the baseline, has to turn it back out toward the middle. Now at the top of the key, it's Ricky. Ricky Davis looking for somebody. There's Booker. Now couldn't find the back door. Clinton was the cutter on that play. Booker keeps it at the left elbow, in trouble. Now in the post-up, Davis. Up strong, shot fake, inside out, moving to McHale, and he walks. And McHale moves.
I didn't see that one. So that was a pure McHale move. I've seen it done a million times. Coach did a million times, and I did not see him travel, but he did.
Explain the McHale move, Larry.
Well, basically, you spin to the middle of the floor, and you fake the shot, and then you drop down and go underneath the armpit of the defender, and you lay it up on the backboard side. And that's exactly what Ricky did, but they said he slid his foot.
Bruce Grimm will take the right side for Triton, guarded up there by Randy Davis. Two quick players right there at it. Grimm gets it into the hands of Everett. Everett pops up a 13-footer, no good. Rebound, Randy Davis. Still 4-2 Triton, but Plymouth now has the basketball looking for the tie. Renz on the left wing side, goes inside on the post to Booker. He got hit, kicks it back out to Renz. No foul was called on the play. Renz up strong, leans into it, and can't get it to roll. The rebound to Triton, and it's brought up court in a hurry by McIntyre. McIntyre will try to dump it off, almost stolen by
Great
Clinton.
job.
Jump ball called. Chad Clinton got his hands in on it to get the whistle. It'll stay Triton ball in the possession arrow.
Yeah, I see some flip-ups after a rebound now. I didn't see any of those in the Bremen game. That's, again, a Jack Edison technique. After they get the rebound, you try to flip the ball out of their hands. So we're doing some Jack Edison things tonight.
Grimm inbounds right to the basket. Caught at the top of the key. McIntyre shot fake. May got a wall away with a walk. Leads into it. And a offensive foul call on
Jack
McIntyre.
Clinton again. McIntyre can't believe that. He felt he was already in the air. He felt he was already in the air before the call. Now, this is a 3 official game tonight.
We'll see here. Is that basket good or is it waved off?
Foul's on 44.
McIntyre called for the offensive foul.
No basket.
No basket. So it stays 4-2 Triton.
That was a tough call, actually, but Chad Clinton was doing the right thing. I really thought McIntyre was in the air when Chad slid under. Well, it doesn't matter.
Here's where we talk about adjusting, Larry. That's 3 times now off 2 offensive calls out of the 3 where players that tried to drive into the lane have been called for offensive foul.
Right.
You got to learn to adjust here and pick and choose your opportunities to dive in. This is Davis trying to go baseline. He's denied. Back out to Booker, right angle. Booker now top of the key. Palmer into the game for Davis. Now into Randy. Randy spin move right double. Randy with his own guy. That was Booker. He winds up with it over to Renz right angle line. Renz gets to the right elbow in the lane. Kicked it out to Palmer. Shot fake. Dribbles in. Nice. McHale move in. Couldn't get the leaner, but he draws the foul.
So obviously we made a conscious effort here in the first quarter to attack their big men and to go inside and ball fake and see if they'll leave their feet and then go up strong. Now we're not finishing them, but we are getting some fouls and we are getting to the line.
Out to the free throw line will be Jacob Palmer for the Pilgrims. Jacob, a 6'2 junior, looking for his first points of the season. And the free throw is up, and it is in and out. So it stays 4-2. You know, this will be the last time we talk about free throws for the rest of the year. Talked about how well we shot in the first game, and we can't make our first one here tonight.
Yeah, Jake's going to make this one. He's a gamer all the way.
Sit this one, JP. Second one is up. That one rolls in. 4-3 your score. Triton will have the basketball. Chad Kaufman, who's now into the game, will give it off to Grimm. Grimm will bring it across the timeline. How about this young freshman? He's going to be a good one, just like his dad was.
He is.
Grimm walked, got away with it. Over to McIntyre, right wing out high. McIntyre goes in and gets a double team, forced it up, no good. Rebound, McIntyre got it back. He goes up and gets another double team and a foul. Oh. I think that's going to be on Palmer or Renz, one of the two.
Renz is going to get that one. We'll wait and see. 1-0. Mr. Renz gets that one.
Jason Renz came into tonight with 4 fouls already on the year. That's the second team foul on Plymouth. Right. 4 already for Triton. It'll be Grimm to inbound, left of the basket. Grimm finds his cutter. There's Everett for 2. Jason Renz got beat. 6-3 now in favor of the Trojans.
6 points for Everett. He's for real.
Here's Renz at the top of the key for Plymouth, going left to right again on your radio dial. Palmer at the top, goes over to Davis, barely got it off to him. Davis tries to dribble into the lane, and he draws the hand check foul.
Be out of bounds underneath his pointing. It was, again, exactly as Tony described. He had him beaten, and the defender hand checked him to slow him down. Hand on the hip.
Palmer will inbound right to the basket here for the Plymouth Pilgrims. They are trailing by 3 here. Ricky Davis is going to come back into the game, and so will a very impressive performance out of Jared Wendell against Bremen. He's into the game for the first time tonight. Here's the lob into Wendell. He caught it underneath. Up strong. Palmer got it.
Nice play.
Beautiful play. Wendell, Palmer. And they combine for 2. 6-5 Triton. Trojans with the basketball. On the left wing side, it's McIntyre looking for a cutter. Now he wants to go left baseline. He's in trouble, triple team. Just got the pass out into the possession of Kaufman. They'll bring it out high. You get Palmer guarding him. And now there's 5 seconds on.
Excellent.
on Kaufman thanks to Jacob Palmer's defense.
Yeah, so you're seeing some intense defense out there, and this is only the first quarter, so that's great for us to see.
Handling the basketball will be Chad Clinton now for the Pilgrims, who trail by 1, 6-5. 3.5 left to go in the first. We'll be giving away a Bruno's Pizza this half, so stay tuned. Wendell gets it out Davis. Ricky got it around the Booker. Sees an opening into the lane. Layup blocked. McIntyre came over and blocked it. And here we go the other way for Triton. Trying to handle it is A.J. Harrison, the sophomore. Got it over right corner, McIntyre. He's the real deal. Slung around to the near side to Harrison again. At the top of the key, Kaufman. He tries to back up Booker, now brings it back out. Taken by Harrison again. Way out high against Palmer. Leans into the baseline, can't get a drive. Looking for a cutter. Nobody's open. Nobody's still open. Should be 5, but it's not. Helping out was Everett. Triton keeps the offense going. At the top of the key, Kaufman again. He's almost getting trapped with Davis and Clinton. Pass just goes off to the left wing side. Handled there by Kaufman again. Now McIntyre down low to Everett against a triple team, and a foul called, and this is on Davis. Nope, scratch that Wendell.
Wendell, yes. I think they're going to get
Wendell
on
is
that.
called for the foul here with 2:40 left to go in the first. 6-5 Triton.
Massively intense defense being played by Plymouth now.
3 team fouls for the Pilgrims, 5 for Triton. Lob in by Triton, taken by McIntyre, right elbow. He wants to dribble in twice, kicked it back out to the wing. It's going to be handled by Everett. Worked around to Harrison on the left wing side. Still looking, still looking, still looking. Clinton guarding him. Way out high, a little tighter now. Clinton now bounces to Everett. Nice feed to McIntyre for 2. A bullet pass from the right elbow to the left low post, and that was an easy 2. Here's Booker missing Davis with the lead. Turnover Plymouth. 8-5 Triton. They look to add. Here's Harrison around to the near side. Lane Davis, the senior, looking to find his cutter, McIntyre. Booker guarding him. McIntyre still looking, still looking. We'll take it to the right elbow. Now back top of the key. McIntyre still holding on to the basketball. He's supposed to be a post-up guy. Look at him go in strong. Couldn't get the roll. Rebound, tipped back out. Shot up by Davis. Good from 10 feet away. 8-5. Make that 10-5. Triton now with 1:44 left to go. Booker skip past Wendell. Shot fake 3 left corner. Back out. Here's a shot fake by Palmer. Down low to the underneath to Davis. Scores! And the bucket. Ricky Davis with a beautiful post-up move, getting around his guy underneath.
It'll be the second on Everett. Good post move, good ball fake to get him off his feet.
Ricky Davis coming in with only 3 points against Bremen. Last year had 91 points, averaged 4 a game. Some more changes coming up. Jason Renz and Chad Clinton will take a breather. Looks like Byron Falstich into the game, along with Randy Davis. So we got Falstich, Palmer, Wendell, and both Davis is out for Plymouth. Free throw by Ricky's good, and it's a 3-point completion, pulling Plymouth within 2. That's a big play by Ricky. Trap here, press issued here by Plymouth now. Triton trying to break it. McIntyre gets it off to the far wing side, handled by Kaufman. Still in the backcourt. Randy over him. 10-second violation on Triton.
Yeah, Randy Davis, Ricky Davis, and Palmer on that front part of the press, and they are all very, very quick.
Well, we took away the middle too, and that was the biggest part of that press breaker by Plymouth. 10-8 in favor of Triton, but Plymouth looking for the tie now.
4 turnovers for Triton, 2 for Plymouth at this juncture of the game.
Randy Davis will have it. Top of the key, right corner Wendell. Doesn't have the 3, popping out Palmer. Outside of the arc, over to Davis, left wing angle. Now to Falstich, who pops out. Right corner Davis, and a screen.
Wow.
And Palmer gets knocked down, and that's a push by Triton.
And those are the things we've seen for the last 12 years that I've been doing this. Those kind of things, little smart things that Plymouth players do. Palmer took the hit and fell back after he took the hit on the screen, got the foul.
That goes against Trent Furnival, the 6-foot junior of Triton.
That's their 6th, so the next one will be shooting.
Palmer gets it into Davis, and he'll bring it to the top of the key to Wendell. Jared over to Ricky. Ricky tries to get into the right elbow. Underneath the Randy layup. Foul. The foul.
Shoved underneath as he was trying to shoot. That's the 17, but he'll shoot 2 anyway because he was in the act of shooting. And Randy, an excellent free throw shooter at the line. 1:04 remaining here in the opening quarter. 10-8 your score. To the free throw line will be Randy Davis. Well, we talked about Randy in the pregame, coming off a 29-point performance against the Lions. Didn't play against Triton last year. He hits the first free throw here. He was 8 of 11 against the Lions for 73% in the first game of the season. Was 3 of 13 outside of the arc.
Well, looks like Grimm's going to check back in here for Triton, replacing McIntyre.
Trying to find a matchup for Randy Triton. Right now, Plymouth 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Not scoring a lot of points, but doing a lot of things right here, and they can tie it up right now.
Randy with 3 dribbles. He eyes. He flies. It rolled out. It went in and came back out. So Triton maintains the lead with a minute remaining. Grimm across the timeline is going to reverse it to the right side. Handled there by Harrison. Harrison looking, still looking, and now on the low post on the baseline is Hotsteller in trouble. He's trapped and he's forced to call a timeout. So with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break and come back here to Triton High School. 47 seconds left, 10-9 Trojans on AM 1050.
I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. And this is how you're going to win games for Plymouth, is playing just like we're playing.
Inbound left of the basket here for Triton. Grimm will do the honors. He's got Harrison off to his left. Jared Wendell guarding him. Grimm looking inside, and now at the top of the key where we get the pass off. He still hasn't thrown it. Now he does to a wide open Lane Davis. And now worked free over to Harrison. Harrison still looking. He's got 41 seconds left on the first quarter clock. 10-9 Triton. They had the basketball. Bad pass. Thrown away by Plymouth. Wendell just got it off the Palmer on the deflection, and Plymouth now will have a chance to get the lead to end this first quarter. They trail by 1, 10-9. Here's Wendell. Left elbow, popping out Palmer. Right open is Davis. He goes right baseline, dumped underneath the foul stage for 2, and the foul!
Oh!
That's a foul on Triton.
I thought they called a charge. My fault. Basket
so
good.
Fast scores to give Plymouth an 11-10 lead and a chance for a 2-point advantage here as Falstich goes to the free throw line. He scored 2 against the Lions, was 0 of 4 from the floor, but a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. And this free throw's out. Tipped out by Davis. Plymouth gets another opportunity here. Palmer with 14 seconds to Davis, top of the key, down to 10 seconds. Randy Davis with it now. Looks at the clock. 8 seconds. Here's Wendell out high. 6 seconds. Oh, and he threw it away. Palmer went to save it. Could not. And there's 2.7 seconds remaining. Jared Wendell right there.
Yeah, one of the little things Jack loves to do, Tony, is get that last shot off and get a good shot off of the quarter. It didn't happen there, but we're working on that.
Triton will inbound. They got to go the length of the court here. It's taken there by Harrison. 1 second from half court. The shot is up, and his bank shot too hard off the glass.
Good quarter.
Plymouth was able to scratch their way back into the first quarter, and we'll have a first.
Well, in that first half, Plymouth shot 50% from the floor, 4 of 8, so much better shooting. Chad Clinton also back out there right now to start the second quarter. Triton shot 56% from the floor, so they also shot the ball well, but Triton had no free throw attempts at all. Good defense by Plymouth.
Jason goes into the baseline leaner. Couldn't get it to fall. Tipped out by Davis, and it's going to be saved by Ricky. No, he was out of bounds when he tried. Good effort by Ricky and Jason both, but they could not save it. It'll be Triton basketball.
We were 3 of 6 from the line for 50%. So again, we jinxed them there. I apologize for that. But free throws, Plymouth 3, Triton 0. Points off turnovers, Plymouth 4, Triton 2.
Grimm with the basketball for Triton. They're going right to left on your radio dial. Grimm at the top of the key. Will get it into the hands of Kaufman. Kaufman looked one way. Now he's going to have to go to the right-handed dribble, and he ran into too many red jerseys. Coughed it up. Wins to Randy. Randy Davis will pull it up and will work the half court. Wide open. Clinton shot fake 3. Kicks it back out to the elbow. Booker drives in the lane. He gets shut down. Back out to Renz. Good patience. Renz to the right elbow. Left elbow. Okay, over to Davis. He wants the 3. Ricky hits.
Rick Davis buries the 3.
Ricky Davis last year had 3 threes, and he picks up his first one in the second game of the season. 14-10 Plymouth now. Triton with the basketball. On the far wing side, handling it is Lane Davis. Looking for some help. Nothing happening. He's going to get trapped, and a reach-in foul by Randy Davis will stop the clock at 6:42.
Our 4th team, Randy's first. Out of bounds side, Triton.
That'll be Pilgrims. Leading here by 4. Triton gets it in. Grimm on the left corner. Now worked free. On the right angle, Harrison. The young sophomore kicked it over to Grimm. To the near side, Lane Davis. Baseline jumper. Good from 16 feet out. Lane Davis hit the long ball there. Even though it wasn't a 3, shy of it. It's 14-12 now, Plymouth. They have the basketball. Clinton with it at the top of the key. From the left elbow in and ran right straight into a Triton player. And that's a foul on Triton because McIntyre did not get his feet set in time.
Well, the foul was created before he made the charge, I think is what happened there too, Tony. But doesn't matter. It's our ball out of bounds. So
the 6-foot junior will try his first free throw of the year and hit it. Well, last year he was a very good free throw shooter. Didn't get a lot of opportunities from the line.
Also mentioned he has no fouls in this game.
See, now you just keep on wanting to test the waters, don't you, Larry?
Perfect free throw.
Both free throws good by CC. It's 16-12 now in favor of the Pilgrims. Chad Clinton coming up with some big points. Again, the press here by Plymouth. Wendell late getting there, but then Clinton helped out, got the steal from one end to the other, leads into it, scores! No! It rolls all the way around and out. The blocking foul on Triton.
Chad's going, that worked all summer. How could that not go in? But that's what happens in the first couple games of the season. Chad's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more. He just was 2 for 2 from there.
You can see he's a little bit frustrated on that. He was hoping that one would have dropped for him. But boy, I tell you, great press by Plymouth again. Yeah, Triton losing the ball right around midcourt.
Wendell was late, but with his quickness, he forced the man to turn. Free throw's perfect.
16-12 now in favor of here in the second quarter. We'll be giving away a Bruno's Pizza here in a little bit as the free throw's up and it rings in. 18-12. Plymouth has the lead in the second. Again, a press by Plymouth. Triton going more east-west instead of north-south here. That passes off of Jason Renz and it goes out of bounds. Boy, we are just right place, right time with this press.
We are moving our feet. That's what's great to see.
Just under 6 remaining here in the second. It'll be an inbound for Triton.
We're breathing hard out there too, Tony. That's just what Jack wants to see. You're working hard, you're breathing hard.
Clinton one-on-one with Grimm. Far corner, handled by Harrison. Got it up by Booker, cuts off the passing lane. Now Harrison tried to drive in. He got shut down again. Lane Davis, top of the key for the Trojans. And the ball stripped by Chad. Chad Clinton gets the steal. He maintains it. Looks for some help in there. There's Wendell. Across the timeline with the pass to Renz. Underneath, Booker. Up strong he goes. He got fouled, no call. Here we go the other way. Triton. Grimm across the timeline. Look at him zigzag into the lane. Kicked it out to McIntyre. He backs his man out. Back out to Grimm. Shot fake. Kicks it over near side to Davis again. Triton on the offense. Going right to left on the radio now. They're working the half court. Harrison got it up by Booker. Harrison takes him in. Lost the ball. Booker fights for it. And a reach-in foul on Booker. No. That's a good call by the official. Booker tried to give him a little quick shove to try to get position. And they got caught for it. Time now to give away a Bruno's Pizza. Bruno's Pizza, 936-4096. If you're a previous winner in any of our Bruno's contests, you are ineligible. So call number 10 at 936-4096. Good luck for the Brunos. McIntyre throws it away. Ricky Davis applying the defensive pressure there for Plymouth. And it's a turnover for the Trojans, 18-12. The Pilgrims have the lead and the basketball.
8 turnovers for the Triton Trojans, 4 for Plymouth right now.
Jason Renz and Clinton will take his time to get it across the timeline. He's picked up by Lane Davis out high. That's what Chad picks up his play. Over to Wendell, now into Renz. Back off a flare. Wendell couldn't get the shot off. Right elbow, Davis. Now outside the arc, Clinton. Dump down low to Renz. Renz looking for some help. Can't skip it. Now he's going to take his man down low. Nice shot fake. Up strong. And it rolls out.
Goodness.
What a great move by Renzi. And the ball just would not fall in. There we go the other way. Triton on their transition game. McIntyre steps through. Stole away. Clinton up ahead to Renz. 3-on-1 to Booker. Shot fake. And he draws the foul. No bucket.
So again, getting more fouls on Triton. Going to pay off in the fourth quarter.
Coming off a 15-point performance against the Lions. And he had to go off to the left, no good. Score remains. They got T.J. Carpenter out for the first time along with A.J. Harrison. The second free throw, no good either. So we stay at 18-12. Triton quickly up the court. Harrison shut down by Randy Davis. Now got to feed it underneath. Booker, good job. Had to kick that pass out of bounds. Otherwise, that was an easy 2 for Jake Everett. Stuck that foot out in the passing lane that was headed for the low block. 4:11 remaining here in the first half. 18-12 your score. Plymouth has the lead. Harrison will inbound right to the basket. He's looking, still looking, still looking, still looking, still looking. And it's out high. Booker gets the steal. He's got one man to beat. Booker will pull it back out. Skip it over to Randy Davis. His first three of the game. It's up, it's out. No good. Rebound Adams.
Mark Adams.
Over the back, foul on Triton. Nope, Adams gets called for the elbow underneath the clear. Apparently he was trying to clear himself, and Markey got the elbow a little bit too to the last minute. Again, a press by Plymouth, and Harrison finally breaks it with a long lead into the front court to Carpenter. Carpenter gets it back to Harrison at the top of the key for Triton. Harrison looking to his left, now dribbles right. Davis stays right on him. Helping out is Booker for the steal, knocked out of bounds. Off who, though? Off Triton.
Plymouth ball.
Jake Everett was the last man who touched it, and it was a Triton player, so that means Falstich will inbound, and Plymouth gets the basketball.
Your hustle defense by Booker.
Ricky Davis is going to check back in now for the Pilgrims for Corey Booker. Corey Booker's, again, some quality minutes out there for the Pilgrims.
Pure hustle, just total determination.
Randy Davis will bring it across the timeline for the Pilgrims, who lead here by 6, 18-12. On the far side, Randy Davis looking inside. There he gets it in to Ricky. Backs his man up, kicks it out to the right wing, window for three. Bingo! It's a Bruno's Pizzeria 3. And it's 21-12, and a timeout called. With that timeout, Plymouth has the lead, 21-12. You're listening to Pilgrims.
4 turnovers this quarter. We've only created 1. We continue to press them, and right now Triton's inbounding the ball.
And the Trojans again pressed by this Plymouth defense. And they're still in the backcourt until Harrison dribbled it across, broke the trap, kicked it over to Carpenter, right corner. He doesn't shoot it. And now worked free to Harrison. On a right angle, down to Carpenter, far corner again. Boy, Everett's just not having any luck posting up on Adams right now. And that's what Carpenter, look at Adams! He read that play like a book! Dove on the ground and knocked it out of bounds. What an incredible hustle play by Markey.
Yeah, it's Mark Adams' mental ability that made him one of the best linebackers in Northern Indiana. And he used it right there.
There's the lob in, caught by McIntyre, right elbow for Triton, kicked it out Carpenter. Carpenter didn't look too sure with the ball handling capabilities here for Triton. He whipped it over to Lane Davis, now into McIntyre. He is confident with the basketball. Wants to go inside baseline, kicked it out to Everett. Nice catch, post up strong, and he can't get it to roll. Tipped around McIntyre and get called.
Oh,
no,
Ricky Davis.
Ricky Davis or Falstich?
Okay, we'll wait and see.
Davis.
3-4.
Ricky Davis. Is that 2 on him now?
That's 2. They've had 1. Now 2.
McIntyre's second free throw is good. It's 21-14 Plymouth. And they break the Triton press. As it's Davis in the front court to Clinton. Looking, still looking. Wants to go underneath, but nobody's getting open until now. Palmer skipped it to the wing and overshot Adams. Turnover Plymouth. 2 bad passes there. Just out of position. Well, for the first time this season, Scott Robertson's going to get his opportunity to play. He'll replace Mark Adams. Scott Robertson, an Argus Dragon transplant. Good to see him in the red jersey. 2.5 left to go here in the first half. It's 21-14 in favor of the Pilgrims. Triton with the basketball. Harrison couldn't backdoor. So now he'll throw it away. Randy Davis picked it off from half court in for the layup. He's fouled and scores!
Yes.
Great bucket by Randy Davis. And what agility does this young sophomore have?
Again tonight, letting the game come to him, as that is his only his first field goal. He has 3 points, but only attempted 3 shots. So he's really let the game come to him here tonight, and that just a huge difference having Chad Clinton out there with him.
Randy Davis back to the free throw line.
Perfect.
And he's 2 for 2 on the evening from the charity stripe. So a 3-point play makes it a 24-14 lead for Plymouth. Again, the press by Plymouth finally broken to Carpenter on the right wing in the offensive end of the court for Triton.
Byron Falstich moved his feet out there.
He's against a point guard here.
Yeah, that's what Jack wants to see.
Harrison got it up by Robertson. Watch Robertson work his defensive magic. This kid's an athlete. Robertson gets on his man and almost forced a bad pass. Here's McIntyre kicking it off to Lane Davis near baseline. Jumper up, go!
Wow, nice shot.
He's automatic from 15 feet out along the baseline.
6 points for Lane Davis.
24-16 now.
That was great defense and a good shot.
Robertson on the left side for Plymouth, who has the lead 24-16. Falstich leads it, finds Robertson. Oh, he shot fake. Now goes up, scores! Atta boy, Robbie.
That Robertson's on the books.
Scott initially probably would have had a much easier shot the first time if he would have looked. The press breaker taken by Carpenter. On the right wing side, handling it. It's Kaufman. Randy Davis guarding him, almost forcing a turnover. And then he does get the turnover. And a breakaway layup. Randy Davis again. Another sensational play.
That's the Randy we knew from last year on the JV. Just tremendous. There he kicks one on the press.
Randy breaking up a pass on the press. And it'll be an inbound for Triton coming up with a minute 5 remaining in the second.
Fantastic hands. Very, very quick hands. Of course, once he steals the ball, his explosion on his first 3 steps is the best anywhere.
28-16 is your score. Triton again will have to face the press here. Triton still in the backcourt. Palmer creates a trap and a reach-in foul, and that's going to be, I think, maybe on Robertson. Yes, it will be. Scott just a tad bit late, Larry, in helping out. Kyle Benj, from the time he was a freshman, had great hang time when he was driving. Numbers like 29 continue throughout this entire season as he drains another free throw. He is now 3 of 4 from the line. 4 for Chad, 3 for Wendell. There's the next free throw, in and out. And the rebound to McIntyre. And here come the Trojans. So with 37 seconds left on the first half clock, a trap out high. Harrison in trouble, has yet to dish the ball up. Davis got his hands in, jump ball!
Randy Davis.
Plymouth possession. Or is it? No, it'll be Triton possession, I'm sorry.
Putting the clinic on here now, how to play defense. Plymouth is a very young team for Triton, gaining a lot of experience right now.
Much more exciting to watch here.
Yes.
Carpenter will inbound in front of the scorer's bench. Caught by McIntyre in the backcourt over to Harrison. They got time to get it across the timeline. Harrison guarded up there by Clinton. Picked up by Palmer. Good job defensively on the switch. And it's a steal. Here's Clinton with the steal. He shields. He lays it up. Scores!
Clinton gets the foul.
And draws the foul. My goodness. What a defensive performance put on by this Plymouth ball club here tonight.
They're denying every pass out there with their quickness. Again, what we did not see at Bremen, and they're doing it here.
Clinton again to the free throw line. Chad is a perfect 4 for 4, and now he's 5 for 5.
Boy, does he look smooth at the line.
Another 3-point play.
The last 15 seconds.
Triton in the backcourt. Harrison directs it to the middle with McIntyre. Feeds it underneath. Kicked over to Carpenter. Around to the perimeter to Davis. 8 seconds stolen away in a back pass. Davis on the lead. He scores! With 2 seconds left, and that will end the first half.
That's the way to end the first half.
The defense has been absolutely superlative in the first 2 quarters of this matchup against their Marshall County foes, the Triton Trojans. And
points off turnovers, 23%. Because everybody's going to ask.
Plymouth going right to left on your radio dial as we begin the third quarter. 36-18 your score. Booker on the far wing side. He's going to bring it near the top. Looks to skip pass. Caught Clinton near side. Sets for 3. He shoots and scores. The home run hit by Chad Clinton. 39-18 Plymouth.
Nice skip pass out of the offense. Had his feet set and the ball went in the bottom of the net.
I like what Book did on that skip pass. He made it look like he was frustrated because that's not the pass he wanted. So when he dished it off to Clinton on the skip, CC buried it. Triton on the offense. Grimm has it. Top of the key. We'll go to the right lane, Davis. We have taken Jack Everett out of the game inside, and that is huge.
Yep, that is huge.
Grimm on the left wing side, again for Triton. Now over to the right corner. They're trying to find McIntyre on a post-up, and Renz has got him positioned.
Yeah, they're trying to be patient and get it inside, but Plymouth playing great defense.
It's skip back out, stolen away. Plymouth with another steal. Booker leading the rush. He's going to pop the jumper and caught from behind by Everett on the block. Booker gets the ball back. How about that effort by Corey?
2 turnovers for Triton right out of the gun.
Davis shot faking a 3 over to Clinton. Right back to Davis on the reverse. He wanted the baseline. He's double teamed now. He'll get it back out to Clinton. Clinton over to Ricky. Ricky looking. He reversed it back to Clinton. Shot fake 3 again. Nothing inside. And now over to the far side, Booker. Booker working, trying to get it to Davis. Nice catch, back out. Clinton open for 3. He hits the rim. Rebound Reds to Booker. Score!
Good offensive pound on the glass.
41-18 in favor of the Pilgrims. 6:20 left to go here in the third. It's Grimm to the right side with Davis. Davis will try to get it to the elbow. Caught by McIntyre with Renz on him. McIntyre way out of his neighborhood. Kicked it over to Everett. Had the ball ducked out of his hands. Got it back though. Now he's got it by Davis. Ricky on Everett here. Two big boy matchups right now at the left elbow. Now running the reverse it is Everett. In trouble, picked up his dribble, needs to dish it off, and it's stolen away by Clinton again. That's about 4 or 5 on the night for Chad Clinton. Here's Renz the other way for Plymouth. Over to Clinton, left angle. Doesn't have the three, kicked it over to Randy. Randy outside of the arc will bring it to the top of the key. We'll settle it down. We're going right to left on your radio dial. The Pilgrims with the half-court offense. Popping out Davis, skipped it over to his brother Randy. Take the three, travel.
Yep.
He really wanted the three.
Right. Randy should have just took that shot out of rhythm, but he was just trying to let the game come to him and not try to force anything. But I think there was plenty of time that they moved the ball enough, they worked the defense enough. He should have just let that one go. Shoot that, baby.
So a turnover by Plymouth. That's their 6th of the evening. I think that's 7th, I'm sorry. 41-18 is the score. Grimm with the basketball for Triton. Now to Everett. Everett way outside the arc, got it up by Bucher. Now Lane Davis even further out to Grimm. Grimm tries to penetrate through, lost the ball. It's his lead to Randy Davis. He's all alone for another breakaway layup.
Ricky to Randy. Ricky gets the assist, and Randy gets the points.
We're going to be seeing and hearing that an awful lot this year, folks. 43-18, Plymouth opening this one up.
15 turnovers now.
On the right wing side, it's handled now by Grimm. I'm sorry, make that Furnival. Furnival in trouble, had the pass deflected over to Lane Davis on the right side. He wants right baseline, shut down on a double team. Booker gets his hands in on it, and a jump ball called indeed.
Down there.
So Triton will maintain possession here. 4:48 left to go here in the third quarter.
21 turnovers right now for Triton. 6 for Plymouth. Amazing.
Here's the lob in, caught by McIntyre. Avoids the double team. Pops one high off the glass, no good. The rebound loose. Renz got hit in the eye. And it's a foul on Plymouth. And it's going to be Renz who gets hit in the eye, called for the foul.
Jason took a hard shot there. And again, that's just basketball, but anyway, he gets the foul.
Jacob Palmer is going to come into the game now for Jason. Boy, Jacob had himself a good first half. Here we go at the inbound. And it's going to be played, and it's stolen away. Chad Clinton is 6th steal of the night. Now over to Randy on the right wing side. Lobs it over to Ricky. Ricky, shot fake three on the near corner. Now gets the Booker back down low to Palmer, who wasn't cutting.
Palmer, yeah.
Yep, Palmer said that's my fault because if he cuts, he's got the easy baseliner. So the turnover by Plymouth.
That's Tony, you're getting pretty good at that. We both read that the same way.
43-18. And you know basketball.
Boy.
Grabs, pocket pick by Randy Davis, who goes after it again, and he whistle, and we got a reach-in foul, and that's Booker again for another push away from the ball.
That was just hustle, but that's the way the foul went down.
Again, that's at best probably one of those no calls.
I'm not sure if I think he'd stat that as a turnover because really Randy had the ball. He had possession of the ball.
So off the turnover by Plymouth, and over and back is Triton. Grimm could do nothing but go back to his player who is on the defensive side of the line.
24 turnovers right now. Boy, they're really adding up quick in this third quarter.
43-18 Plymouth, so they get the ball back. Nothing hurt on the Plymouth turnover. They will now run the offense.
Triton has not scored in this half.
Clinton to Randy Davis. Takes the baseline move off a spin. Looks to skip it. There's Booker in the far corner. Didn't have his shot. McIntyre got there defensively. Booker now wants to penetrate in. Knocks his man down. Offensive foul.
Oh, gosh. It's early in the season for the officials, too, because he thought about that one for about 5 seconds, and then he called that a charge. You can see his mind working there. Am I going to call something there or not?
4 minutes remaining in the third, 43-18. Plymouth has the lead, but Triton back with the basketball.
Corey Booker picks up his third foul. 2 quick ones there.
Press is going to be issued here by Plymouth again. It's a 1-3-1 off the inbound. McIntyre will try to get it in. They got to go the length of the court. Left to right on your radio dial. Grimm shakes his man Clinton, and Grimm has it. Over to McIntyre on the cross-court feed. Now skip pass in the front, caught by Lane Davis. Underneath for a wide-open shot, and bearing it is Furnival. So Triton broke the press well there. And it's 43-20 with 3:45 to go in the third. Clinton back the other way for Plymouth. Now to Palmer. Jacob, now to Booker. Corey will go to the right side with a pass to Clinton. Down low in the Davis. On the low block, kicked it back out. Free throw line jumper by Palmer, missed it. Rebound Booker off his hand, stolen by Lane. Here's Lane Davis the other way for Triton. Stutter step, right baseline, gets shut down by Palmer. Twice. Can he shut him down a third time? Yes, because it results in a timeout.
Dribbled down in the corner, picked up his dribble.
Timeout called by Triton here. 43-20 is your score.
Coach Edison using a lot of players again tonight.
That just gives you an indication of how deep he is again this year on the bench. We were like that last year as well. A lot of these bench starters were bench players. On the right side, Davis shut down, threw it away. Stolen by Clinton, got it to Wendell, and Jared up ahead to Ricky Davis.
25 turnovers.
Well, Larry, we're just smothering them. I mean,
these no passing lanes.
You hate to say that turnovers are legitimate, but I'll tell you, we are forcing their hand. Booker sets up for three, short. Off the rim, tipped up by Jared Wendell, but corralled by Everett. And the Triton big man will get it up ahead and handled by Lane Davis.
Not your big man.
The big man said, I don't want no part of this. Everett got it off the grim. They're in the front court. Worked over to Lane Davis on the left wing side. Harassed by Booker out high. On the post up, Everett back out. Trying to get something established was Furnival. Over to the right side, Graham. Right baseline. He is double teamed and in all kinds of trouble. He shakes his man off. Finds Everett underneath. Short-armed it, missed it. Got his own board and draws the foul. Oh, if we could have just sealed Graham.
Well, Wendell went for the charge there, Tony, is what happened. He didn't get the call, and then that left the pass.
Points. And again, he's only a sophomore as he buries the second free throw. That makes it 43-21. Just under 2.5 to go in the third. Wendell with the basketball. Got it up by Carpenter. Ooh, he spun right around him, but didn't take him on. Gets it over to Booker. Left wide open for three. He'll hit that. If you let him have that much time, I can guarantee you the next time that happens, he'll take it. Randy slips on his way to the bucket. Stolen away by Triton, and here they come on the counter. Randy had his wheels spinning on his way on the drive. Grimm sees an opening, slides through, and a step-in foul and ball stitch.
And again, that's where Byron has to continue to work hard. He has to be able to move his feet when he's out there on the top of the point on just switching man-to-man.
Is that where you want Byron, though?
Well, see, on switching man-to-man, he has to do that if he's going to play for Jack Edison. I mean, you're going to get switched around, you're going to end up on a point guard, and you got to be quick enough to be able to handle that, or just give him a little bit more room. You know, Grimm hasn't hit one yet.
Booker out, Adams in for Plymouth. Here's Grimm, the inbound, left of the basket for Triton. It's caught there by Furnival, trying to shake off Adams. Furnival takes him down low, kicked it out to the far wing, Grimm. Grimm got away with a walk there, it looked like. Now into Everett against a double team, leans into it, kicks it off to Carpenter instead. His 10-footer no good. Rebound to Palmer. Here comes Plymouth on the counterattack. Jacob will just slip through some traffic. Over to Wendell. Shot fake on the three at the free throw line. It's fall stitch. It rolls out. And the rebound right to Palmer. Got blocked by McIntyre. Comes free to Adams. Plymouth with a second life. Here's Wendell on an air angle. Out high, gets it over to Palmer. Left elbow back out. Left wing for three. Wendell off the rim, and the rebound by Everett. And here come the Trojans.
All good looks. Just didn't go down that time.
Here's a lead down low. Underneath. There's shot by Furnival. Score! White Palmer had him defensively far underneath that basket, but give Furnival some credit. He earned that bucket for the Trojans.
Nice little run here by Triton. Let's see if we can answer.
43-23 with 1:03 left to go in the third. Plymouth has the lead. It's Randy Davis with the basketball. To Jared Wendell, who pops out. Down low to Falstich. On the low block. Well, in between the blocks now to Adams. Adams shot fake up strong. Draws the foul. So Markey will have a chance to score his first points of the season.
Good ball fake. Good drive. Good power to the basket.
How valuable is this kid to have on your team?
Football and basketball both. He's just a leader, a hustler, a worker.
Markey missed the free throw there. Markey can play basketball, but is that his strong sport? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. He'll even tell you that.
But he's going to give 100% effort in practice every night.
And that's what makes the difference.
Yep, he's going to make the other players better.
The free throw is up. Hit that, son. Rolls out. And the rebound taken by Triton. Grimm across the timeline. Grimm, one-on-one with Randy Davis. Watch these two speed demons go at it. Right now, Randy wins the battle as the pass works off to the right side. There's a lead pass at Foster for a steal, but he's called for the reach-in. So Byron called for the foul, stopping the clock at 37 seconds here in the third.
Well, that was a tough little call there. I didn't like that one.
43-23, a 20-point lead. Yeah, Larry doesn't like the call. My guy knew it was not a very good call.
6'5" guy out there guarding a guard, and he did his job.
Graham does his job on a short jumper in the lane.
I've been looking for.
43-25 as Graham throws in the nice jumper for Triton.
His first two of the night, and again, Triton making a little run here.
Randy Davis, nice juke, leads into one, offensive foul.
Refs have been consistent all night. I think it's time to, of course, again, we still have a very comfortable lead, but I think we need a little Chad Clinton presence on the floor right now.
19 seconds left to go here in the third. 43-25 is your score. It'll be Graham trying to break the press. Randy Davis got a foot on the passing lane and deflected it out of bounds again. That's that soccer experience.
Great feet, great hands, great acceleration, great athlete.
That's right. Off the inbound, Triton again. We'll try to get across the timeline. Grimm got it over to a pass. To Davis, pass stolen by Randy. Gets it to Palmer, now into Wendell. He got belted, no foul. Now Palmer to Fostich. He juggles the ball and then he gets hammered on his way to the bucket. That's going to be on Chad Kaufman.
He had three officials out of there and they were behind that play. They just couldn't catch up to the speed of that ball.
Palmer checking his front teeth there to see if he's not missing one.
That's a fourth foul on Kaufman.
Whew. I'd be afraid to take that kind of hit. Adams quickly, and a lead up. The whistle sound, the horn sounded, and we're not sure why. Give it the basket
at the
underneath.
basketball. You can't stop it after he gets the basketball. I guess they can because they're in charge. But normally, once the basketball is thrown in,
well, Plymouth will lose 2 points on that. But they will get the ball back on the inbound, and they'll basically redo this play over again. Jack Edison shaking his head saying, okay, whatever, you're still wrong. Adams will inbound left of the basket for Plymouth. Now Davis with 2 seconds, 1 to 3, off the rim, and the rebound tipped out. And that will end the third quarter. 43-25, the Pilgrims with a great third quarter. They 3 to 20. Again at Triton High School. 43-25, we're 8 minutes away from win number 500 for Coach Edison.
Well, great third quarter for both teams, actually. Triton picked it up a little bit as well.
Chad Clinton with the basketball in. That's to Adams for his first bucket of the game. No! He draws the foul, though. How could you not pull for Markey? That's why he's in there right now. Coach Edison wants to see him get some points.
The Triton with 26 turnovers, Plymouth with 10. Pretty much spells the game. Second points off turnovers, 30 for Plymouth, 4 for Triton after 3 quarters. Free throws, Plymouth with 10, Triton with 5.
Mark Adams at the free throw line. Got the bucket and his first points of this year.
Nice free throw for
Markey. Party at Joe's place tonight.
Chad Clinton with 10, Randy Davis with 11 to lead Plymouth.
Here comes the second free throw for Markey. It's up, and it rolls out, and the rebound taken by the Trojans. McIntyre gets to Grimm with Randy Davis on him. Even Randy Davis backpedaling is fast. There's McIntyre for a three, way off the mark. The ball gets kicked out of bounds inadvertently. I think they went off of Clinton.
Well, it never hit the rim, so it was really hard when the rebound just bounced off the backboard.
44-25, Plymouth. Triton inbounds left to the basket. There's the lob into McIntyre. Give and go to Grimm. Short jumper, no. Rebound, Mark Adams. Here comes Renz across the timeline, giving it over to CC.
Chad Clinton back out there.
CC with the right-handed dribble. He wants to take his man to the right baseline. Shunned off, kicked it out to Adams. Now to Renz. Renz back door to Davis, broken up by Graham. Great read by Graham. Here we go the other way. Triton off the steal. McIntyre with it right angle. Crosses over. Out of control, but yet it's still going to be a foul on Renz, who was at the wrong place at the wrong time on that foul.
Jason picks up the foul, and it'll be a shooting because they're now in the bonus.
7:14 to go here in the fourth, and a 44-5 affair.
Everett has 9 for Triton. Cornwall has 4 for their two leading scorers. Plymouth shooting 60% from the floor, 66% from three-point land after 3 quarters. So you got to love those percentages compared
those are numbers that we're going to come to expect because this is a good shooting team.
Triton shooting well, 58%, and their free throws have been continued to be excellent. They are now 5 of 5 from the free throw line as he hits that free throw.
So McIntyre will get a second shot coming up with 7:14 to go in the game. And he's short with that one. Rebound Clinton. And Plymouth will get it across the timeline. Long lead to Randy. He'll pull it up. We'll set up the half-court offense. CC with it. Chad Clinton looking, crossover, kicks it off to Davis. Davis to the left elbow, shunned off, kicked it off to the right side. Clinton to Palmer. Palmer on the reverse, he'll kick it back out to Clinton again. Now to Adams, to Randy. Left baseline, up strong, short. He just couldn't get it to roll. And here we go the other way. Grimm. He's going to turn it back out, and Triton now will run their half court. Here's Lane Davis for three. Short. Fouled it up? No. Adams blocked him away. Let it up ahead to Clinton on the transition. Finds Palmer. Underneath to Adams. What a play!
Great ball movement.
Great rotation. 46-26 Plymouth. Oh, that was pretty. And now on the counter, here's Triton. McIntyre one-on-one with Renz to the far corner, off of Grimm's hands. Turnover out of bounds. Triton.
27.
Still a 20-point lead here for the Pilgrims at 46-26. And Clinton has the basketball. Across the timeline he goes with a left-handed dribble. He's going to stutter step, leans into it, floats it up, and rolls over the rim, no good. Everett the rebound, and now here come the Trojans on the counter. Look at this little Grimm go. Bruce looking, stutter step, still looking, still looking, still looking. They'll kick it up to the far wing where it's handled there by Kaufman. Kaufman, the senior, on the post up to McIntyre. Short jumper from 10 off the rim. No good, kicked out. And who's it off of? It's saved by Palmer. Doesn't matter. Plymouth has the basketball. Randy Davis to Renz on the run. Jason stutters. He's going to look for some help. Couldn't skip. Whoa, what a fake for two. My goodness.
Nice play by Jason. Got to get his confidence up with a good play like that.
Jake Hibbert picking up his jock on that one because he got lifted in the 10 feet away from the basket thanks to that Jason Renz move. Wow. Here is Renz the other way with a block, but he got too much body according to the official.
Yeah,
stopping the clock at 5:20.
Chad got backdoored on that one and got beat, and Jason trying to help him out there. A little late getting there, went and took the foul.
Jason Renz. I'll tell you, there's a kid that I'd take a team full of.
No quit.
And wouldn't bat an eye. He's athletic. There's Lane Davis with an odd free throw look, misses short. Let's see if Larry can describe this free throw shot style.
Well, it's a way lean back, over the shoulder, behind the head, all the things you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to keep your upper body still.
Off the scoreboard.
A little bit of movement as possible, and his whole upper body is moving. His back is bending.
What an odd free throw. The free throw is missed. Tipped around still. Grabbed by Chad Clinton. Boy, Jacob Palmer did a great job going up against a 6'5" McIntyre to get that ball. Now looked over to Robertson. Robertson stutter step, sees a lane, and gets a triple team. Offensive foul on Robertson.
These are totally different refs than Bremen. I tell you, he had that charge called before there was any contact. But that is good for Plymouth if these officials this year will call those charges.
Chad Clinton will take a seat. Kyle Hardesty is out for Plymouth. Let's see what Kyle can do now. With 5:06 left, Plymouth in command here, 48-26. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. The ball worked into the hands of Lane Davis on the right angle high. Popping out, controlling Kaufman, with Randy covering him. Left side to Harrison. Harrison still looking, still looking. Robertson face-to-face with him. Now to McIntyre. Gets around Palmer, and the ball stripped away. Palmer winds up with it to Hardesty. Cut from behind. The ball's loose. Davis steals. And Lane Davis will grab it across the timeline. And he gets it over to Harrison. We got some battling underneath, and Robertson is going to get called for a muscle foul against Kaufman. Wendell's going to come back in, and so will Byron Falstich. 4.5 left to go here. 48-26 the score. They'll be giving away a Bruno's Pizza here after this first free throw.
This is going to be interesting free throws again.
The lean. Oh, no, this is Kaufman.
I'm so sorry.
Kaufman will miss the first free throw. Time now to give away a Bruno's Pizza. We'll give it to caller number 11. Caller number 11 at 936-4096 if you're a previous winner of any of our Bruno's Pizza ways you are ineligible. We want to give everybody a chance to win. As the second free throw by Kaufman is good. So call number 11 at 936-4096. You will win. Hardesty with the basketball. In trouble. Tried to thread the needle over to Robertson on the near wing. The ball loose. Taken by Wendell and a jump ball called by the official. Wendell was laying on top of that basketball. And yet a jump ball got whistled.
Some referees take forever, and then some are very quick at calling jumps. That was a very quick jump call.
48-27. The Pilgrims have the lead with 4:18 and counting. You need to start the clock. There you go. Thank you very much. On the right side, Harrison. Guarded up by Wendell defensively. Mark Adams will take the point man. That's Harrison. Wendell back with the other point guard out there, and now it's back to the top of the key to McIntyre. Here's Everett, double team down in the low block, has nowhere to go, and Falstich gets his hands in for the jump ball.
Perfect defense by Wendell and Byron Falstich.
So it'll be Plymouth possession with under 4 minutes to go. And Hardesty will come across the timeline. Spin move to the right. We'll look to reverse it. There's Robertson at the free throw line. He'll back up. Can't go left. Now he will off a flare, and it's taken by Hardesty to Falstich, and he's bumped out high on the contact foul by Kaufman to Triton.
Only the fourth team foul for Triton, so they will be outbound side.
Is Kaufman out of the game? Was that 5 on him now?
Him.
So Kaufman will leave this ball game with 3.5 left to go. It's all Plymouth.
Kaufman had 3 free throws for his night.
Here we go with the inbound for Plymouth. Robertson will get it into Jared Wendell. Across the timeline he goes. Got a nice little burst of speed. Robertson, top of the key, Falstich over to the near angle. Hardesty for 3. Short. Rebound tipped out. Hardesty chased it down through the fire. Falstich. Look at him catch it through traffic. Still goes up strong and draws the foul. Nice no-quit effort by Byron Falstich.
Now again, our one strong big man underneath. Byron fighting it out in there. 6'4", 6'5".
That's going to get him more playing time. That's what that's going to do.
That's right. That's the kind of things that make up for the fact that you might get beat at the top of the point. It's his strength underneath.
Free throw by Byron, rolls out to the right.
Especially when we get into the NLC, as you know, there are some strong young men in the NLC.
Just a few. Here's the second free throw by Byron. That's in and out. McIntyre sealed the rebound, and here he goes across the timeline. Handled by Jared, or make that Furnival.
There's good footwork by Byron.
Now left angle in the corner. McIntyre to the top. Furnival left elbow jumper good. So right at the left elbow out high, it's Furnival getting the deuce. 48-29 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Plymouth in control.
Robertson lost him on that one.
Robertson has it on the offense. Now we got a foul away from the basket, and Lane Davis is going to get called for the push. Mark Adams was setting the screen near the right elbow high.
Either 15 fouls, still 16 fouls, still not shooting.
It'll be inbound here for the Pilgrims as Robertson will look. Still looking. Needs to get it in. Someone's got to get open. Finally, it's Wendell. Adams didn't get positionally posted up. Robertson saves it from going over the timeline. Now he'll wait for some help. Hardesty at the top of the key to Wendell. Near side left open off the screen. Ooh, but the play just broke down on him in the last second. Falstich skipped it over to Adams, over to Hardesty, right baseline. He's going to drive, and blocking foul underneath.
And that'll be the 7th, so Kyle will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
2:34 to go in the fourth. 48-29 in favor of the Pilgrims. Hardesty will go to the free throw line. He's looking for his first points of the year. Lane Davis checks out.
Kyle's the only one that has not scored in this game.
T.J. Carpenter in for Triton. Hardesty at the line. Hits his first free throw. Remember this name, Kyle Hardesty. He is going to be the good one the next couple of years for Jack Edison. He is calm and collected. That free throw rolls out. Loose ball taken by Triton. Harrison will bring it across the timeline. Right side, Hardesty guarding him. And Hardesty deflected it away as he was beaten, but he had the presence of mind to knock it out of his hands. It results in a turnover. False stitch to Robinson, reverse layup. He missed it. And a rebound, Everett. Here's Carpenter with a long baseball pass. Stolen away! Just like in the linebacker position for the Rockies, Mark Adams gets the steal, and here we go the other way. Hardesty, nice no-look to Adams. He saved it, skips it to the near side window, shot fake three, drives the baseline, got the roll!
Offensive foul again. He's been very consistent.
What a bucket by Window nonetheless.
We couldn't get one, and tonight they're calling everything a charge.
Just under 2 minutes to go in this one, 49-29. Triton will go the length of the court here. And it's Harrison. Tim McIntyre across the timeline. I like this McIntyre kid. He is going to be a good one this year.
Good ball handler for his size.
Yes, sir. He's supposed to be one of their post-up guys. Him and Everett. Everett handles the ball pretty decent as well. Here's a baseline shot blocked by Palmer. They make that window. The ball loose. Double dribble on Triton. So Everett called for the turnover with 1:40 left. Hardesty will bring it across the timeline for the Pilgrims. Over to Window. Window to Adams. He'll skip it over to Hardesty. Left open for three off a double screen. In and out. Rebound, Falstich. Shot fake up short. Rebound. Falstich continues to battle. Saved by Window over to Robertson as Window was out of bounds. Here's Falstich to Hardesty on the far wing side. 1:18 to go in the game. Hardesty with a beautiful shovel pass to the top. Over to Robertson. Now to Falstich. Jack Edison is 1:08 away from career win number 500 on the season. Here's Window's turnaround jumper, no good. The rebound taken, and here we go the other way. Down to 1 minute to go. A career win number 500 for Coach Edison.
Student body that's here has the big 500 sign out.
And we got a whistle and a timeout call. And Larry, we're going to hopefully get some words from Jack Edison here. As soon as this one is done, the Pilgrims will look to go 500 on the season.
Everett at the line to shoot.
Jake Everett is at the free throw line for the Trojans. And he will hit. 49-30 is your score.
Everett at the line.
Substitutions being made here by Triton. A tremendous performance in total by the Plymouth Pilgrims here tonight. As Jack Edison will get career win number 500. The free throw is no good. Rebound putback, still no good. They battle for it. Falstich saves it. It's still loose underneath. Turnaround jumper good by Anthony Falstich. Down to 41 seconds to go. Lead for Adams. He's going to kick it back out to Robertson. Robertson still looking. Kicked it underneath the Hardesty open. Scores! And the layup. Hardesty with a beautiful bucket right there.
Again, Hardesty now picks up his third point, so everyone on this team has scored tonight, and that's a nice way to make your 500th victory, Tony. Everyone on the team scores, and you play good Plymouth defense.
Hardesty will go back to the free throw line here for the Pilgrims. Hardesty will take the first shot, and it rolls out. The rebound kicks free. Taken by Triton. Harrison has the basketball. He'll try to kick it out to the right side. Nothing happening there. Worked over to Fawcett. Fawcett with 20 seconds to go. Lead underneath. The shot up no good. Adams the rebound. Down to 15 seconds. Long lead to Hardesty. Lobbed it to Falstich. Shot fake up. No good. It's blocked. Kicked out to Robertson. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left to history. And Jack Edison will collect career number 500 as it is over. Jack Edison has collected career win number 500 on the year, 51-32. Your final. By everybody here, Triton, a tremendous job here tonight. And we're going to get the thoughts. Head coach Jack Edison here. Coach, congratulations. I'm sorry. Hang on just a second. We got a special announcement here.
Coach Edison, I know that you've come over to many times. In fact, a little history that I just learned of tonight. I believe your first victory was at Triton back in 1973. You played LaVille at that time, I believe, in the first game, and so it's fitting, I guess, even though we would like to win the contest, that you won your first contest at Triton and you win your 500th contest at Triton. We would like to present you the game ball.
Coach Edison, congratulations, win number 500. This has got to really feel great. Sure feels a heck of a lot better than the last two losses we had, the last two games we finished up with, Tony. Yeah, it's just a nice honor for the team and a lot of players that have played for me.
Coach, tonight I think was very typical of what Plymouth Pilgrim basketball is about. Complete hustle by your troops here tonight. This is a nice way to get that win number 500, I would imagine, for you.
I couldn't be prouder of a team than this group here tonight. Yeah, it's a great way to get whatever this is all about here tonight on with this kind of a performance, and it's pretty representative, I think, when you watch some of these guys that are coaching on the bench and these guys who are representing a lot of these kids that played for us, and these guys couldn't have represented them any better tonight, who are all a part of that.
Coach, you know,
this ball right here.
You know, Coach Larry and I were talking about it as well. Along with your coaching, you're also a mentor. You've also been a mentor to an awful lot of students as well. Talk to us a little bit about that as a coach. It goes a little bit beyond the coaching, doesn't it?
Well, you certainly hope so, and that's, you know, coaching is teaching, and yeah, you kind of establish some relationships, and you really realize that, I guess, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years after they graduate, or 10 or 15 years after they graduate, or 30 years after they graduate, like it is in my case, I guess.
Coach, congratulations on career win number 500. Thanks for letting us be part of it, and way to go.
Thanks, Tony.
There he is, Jack Edison, head coach of the Plymouth Pilgrims, collecting win number 500. Quite a milestone here tonight for, again, another historic, traditional Layton program, as Plymouth has been all through many, many years, Larry.
It was just an outstanding performance, a Plymouth basketball, Jack Edison type performance. Great way to win. Absolutely everybody on his team scores. Everybody plays great defense. They force the opposition into 29 turnovers. The type of things that Jack Edison always talks about. We saw flip outs on rebounds. We saw flip ups on after the other team got the rebound. All the little things that he talks about all the time. We saw charges being taken by the Pilgrims. All those things that Jack Edison preaches and has preached for 500 career wins we saw here tonight. It was a great performance, and again, this team's got a long way to go. They had a lot of shots that didn't fall, a lot of finishes, so they didn't score maybe as many points as the team last year was capable of scoring, but some of those shots are going to fall as they work their way through this season. The main thing is their intensity and their defense, Tony, I thought was outstanding tonight.
And that's what Jack just said a moment ago. I couldn't have been any more proud of this particular group of kids than I am tonight, and it just showed on the court what Jack has been known for years to teach when it comes to this game of basketball. You know, the game of basketball is not just a game to Jack. It's life. You breathe it. You think of it. You live it. And when you see performances like this here tonight, the way the team performed last year going to state, clear back to the 82 team, you know, there's just so many wonderful things that Jack Edison has represented when it comes to the basketball, the Indiana high school basketball in general. And I can go back and tell you some great stories that I heard just at the Hall of Fame ceremonies of last year.
Well, in case the listeners don't know, if you're new to the area, back when he got his first victory here in '73, we played our home games here. Plymouth did. We played it at the Triton gym, and that's why we were playing LaVille here in our first game, because our high school and our gym was under construction, and the other gym was not fit to play at that point. So they played here for, I believe, 2.5, 3 years, and that's why Jack Edison got this first victory here at Triton.
So again, the final score, 51-32. We're going to be talking with John Scott here in just a few moments. But right now, we're going to take our 2-minute break, and we're going to come back here to Triton High School again. The final score this evening, 51-32. Our Center Bank postgame show continues in just a moment.
Tony, I want to go down and shake his hand. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Last year's state championship game hurt the Plymouth Pilgrims in a lot of ways. One of them was forgotten by most until this season opened up. Fox 28's Al Hayes was in Bourbon tonight, where Coach Jack Edison was going for a milestone.
Thanks, Dean. Plymouth lost their opener at Bremen over the weekend, making tonight's game even more important. Coach Edison has been sitting on 499 wins since the team won the semi-state over Wawasee back in March 19th. Now, 8 months later, with Kyle Benj and Jeff Sheets gone, the Pilgrims wanted to help their coach celebrate. Plymouth fans knew what was on the line tonight as they took on Triton. The Trojans led briefly in the first quarter, but then the Pilgrims pulled away. Led by Randy Davis and Chad Clinton, Plymouth takes the win 51-32. That is career win number 500 for Jack Edison.
I think our players, they don't say too much to me, or they never say anything to me, but they're just the kind of guys that are thinking about other people, and I know they've been thinking about it, and they're happy because it's an honor for me, but I'm pretty pleased because it's an honor for them.
And Triton's athletic director presented Coach Edison with the game ball.
First contest at Triton, and you're fighting with the contest at Triton. I'd like to present you the game ball.
And with 500, has it felt like a long road? You've been here for a long time, 1973 to today. Is this, has it just been a long journey, or feel like it's just beginning?
It feels like a long journey. None of that just beginning stuff. Maybe a little mixture of both, I guess.
All right. Well, congratulations to Coach Edison. And we just found out among winningest current coaches right now, Coach Edison is 8th all-time in the state of Indiana, and he has a 67% winning percentage.
All right, thanks, Allie. He'll keep
500th game.
Coach Edison reached the milestone earlier to complete with 500 wins, all at Plymouth High School. A standing ovation for Coach Jack Edison. As last year's selection to the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, Coach Edison is currently the 8th all-time active coach in the state. Jack is the current winningest active coach at the same high school in Indiana. And this is 33rd teams have won 10 NLC Conference Championships, 17 sectionals, 7 regional
champions, 2 semi-state championships, 1 2005 runner-up, and 1 state 1982 championship. I believe without a doubt our success stems from Coach Edison's consistent passion to teach. He continues to care enough to become on the players, teams, and students he coaches. Our practice and preparation are trademarks of this program. There is a challenge and a standard for our players and teams to achieve, often beyond what they initially believe they can do. That's probably the magic of coaching. And we certainly have a big challenge tonight, Coach. We'd like to present Coach Edison with a game ball from this past Tuesday and a plaque that reads, honoring Coach Jack Edison in recognition of 500 wins with Plymouth High School basketball. Thank you for the dedication and memories of 33 seasons of Big Red basketball. Thank you.
On Wednesday, Ray Roth retired from WSBT after 38 years of dedicated news reporting. What a week in Plymouth. Let's go to Ray Roth Arena. Plymouth against rival Rochester. Behold the spectacle of Ray Roth Arena. Coach Edison there. Plymouth in command second half. Chad, no relation to Bill Clinton, hits the 3 from the left wing. Bottoms it out. The fans were rowdy since Ray Roth's gone. This fan was
locked up for the duration of the ball game. Rochester's Corey Overmeyer reduces the lead to 7. That one was from NBA range. And then off the deep inbound, super soft Randy Davis lays it in. Ray Roth has a statue of him as the next Plymouth hero in his yard. Hey, Mom, the game's over. Got milk? Plymouth wins 50-44 over a strong Rochester team.
Plateau this season.
Coach Burkhart, the athletics director at Tibby Valley, telling Coach Patrick and Jack Edison
Basketball fans are witnessing a rarity tonight as Coach Patrick, along with Coach Edison, have over 70 years of coaching experience and over 1,100 wins coaching Indiana basketball.
Yes, sir.
Please give them a round of applause for their success and longevity in high school basketball.
Speaking of longevity, that's 1,563 games, as we mentioned earlier. If you didn't hear us on a pregame, that's a lot of games.